Good evening, followers. This is your favorite doctor, Dr. Sibusiso Magagula. So remember, I've been telling you guys that we are doing research. So we are almost done with our first scheme of work, which was basically understanding what in this LGBTQI+, what is it actually the entail. So I'll be presenting to you the family tree of sexuality, you see, guys. So basically, if you look at the screen at the moment, what you can see, there's two branches, mainly the uniformed or univariant, and as well multivariant. So under the univariant, we've got two branches there. It's a straight and the homosexuals. And then I know you guys are going to kill me for doing this, but guys, we are here to correct one another. So we are in a world whereby transgender, they are correctly assigned, and it is post their surgery. They do fall under the straight fraternity, like it or not, because they are attracted to opposite sex. And then obviously we have our heterosexuals, which are people born as a girl or a boy, they're in love with the opposite sex. And then under the homosexuals, it's people that are in love with the same gender that they are born with. So there we have our gay individuals like myself. And although I am a drag queen, which is a persona, it is not a sexuality, I had to correct that. Because under the gay fraternity, we have your drag queen, your straight looking, and your femme guys. Whereby under the lesbian leg, which is a woman to woman attraction, there you have your butch and your femme. Now let's move to multivariant form. This is the one that is a bit complex, because currently we know that what they are attracted to, but you cannot quantify it at what depth that attraction becomes a sexual one. Like, for example, with a man and a guy, if a man and a guy, a man and a man are in a relationship, the attraction there is that is a man. But with these ones, it's a bit tricky. So the first one is bisexual. I think we all know it. Either call it bisexuals, either call it after 9 in South Africa, given that most of the bisexuals in South Africa, they're in the closet, most of them, by the look of things. So with bisexual, they are attracted to either men or female. But the ratio in terms how bisexuality is splitted, I am yet to find any research supporting that, whether it's 40%, 50% on the other side. No one knows about this. And then the second one is pansexual, which other people call it as non-gender conforming. Sexual fluid, they're in love with everyone else, you see. And then the other one is the one whereby I remember in the Dave Mashabela's interview, I sort of mentioned, but I couldn't remember it. It is sapiosexual. This is an attraction whereby it's some kind of an intellectual superiority, whereby there's a professor and there's a student. The student falls in love with the professor due to all the ideas. So you are in love with an inquisitive mind. It stimulates your sexual edges. And then demisexual is nothing else whereby it is an attraction of, for example, from an emotional compatibility. So these guys, it's emotional. That's why I'm saying it's a bit tricky. Can you see, this is just the beginning. Can you see how complex sexuality is? And sex is so important to everyone. Can you see how much we are supposed to learn? We're going to unpack. And queer, at the moment, I'm a bit surprised, because if we look at the queer thing there on the screen, it is only 4 groups that can use that as a collective. It is your lesbian, it is your gays, it is your bisexuals, and it is your transgender. What about the other one that is a bit complex there? Doesn't fall. We don't have a collective noun for that. That is another thing that we need to investigate and make sure that it gets correctly quantified. And then a person will ask me, why is polyamorous there? It is because it is still, although it doesn't fall under the sexual minority, but given that people, they don't understand it, whereby you have one partner that is your straight partner, but you can date other people, and it's like a structured isitembu without the formalization of ukipeli inkomo nan. And then abantu babadala, they will call that ubufebe. I'm sorry for using the word, but I'm sorry to use that word, but that's what our parents usually say if they don't understand the sexual structure. And this brings me to a proverb that ugogo wami kathanda ukuyisho yesiZulu. Sizalwa nabanye, siyofa nabanye. Good night.